not shout, I'm telling you why. Governor Herbert's coming for you. Because he caused it. Travis Wayne Goodsell. After getting through the Kraft commercial video, I've been able to make it to ABC 4 News Utah. Oh boy, oh boy. Remember, the health guidance from the beginning was, we have a pandemic on our hands. We need everybody to go home, except for emergency care. Those are the only essential workers. Governor Herbert and President Russell M. Nelson of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you know, the Mormons, said, no, we're not listening to you. The church kept open. The government and businesses stayed open. The cases escalated. That's what happens when you don't follow the health officials. And then it started to get us into the yellow. Now there's ways of handling a virus outbreak, and there are ways not to handle a virus outbreak. Health officials warned the national executive to shut everything down, the whole nation. Close the ports, close everything, send everybody home unless they're essential care workers. That didn't happen. But each state was also told, you guys need to shut down your state. Herbert and Nelson just didn't. The reason why they wanted us to stay home is because a virus that is passed by breathing onto other human beings, by human beings, can't be transmitted if everybody's at home. And so those who are identified as having it will be in quarantine. They don't go home. They don't go out into the community. They get quarantined. If you find out that you had been in contact with somebody who did test positive, you are supposed to isolate. Not quarantine. You haven't been tested positive yet. And so you need to isolate just in case you will test positive, so that you don't spread it in the meantime. Then 3 negative tests and you're all clear. Same with quarantine. 3 negative tests, all clear. Except this is a different kind of a virus. As we're finding out 4 months after, people are now starting to get reinfected. We're finding out that there are long haulers who are having trouble recovering, and other problems. News just reported today on ABC 4 News Utah, something Lilly, the pharmaceutical company that was also working on the vaccine, well, they also created a new virus in this process, and they've shut down. We were told that until we have a vaccine, no one is safe, which is why they said we need everyone staying home for as long as it takes until the virus is contained. That those who have it are contained and quarantined and are not released to the public until they are safe, according to the tests by the doctors They told us, because experts who have worked on other viruses knew very well that we would all be able to return to work, return to school, etc., to church, if we followed those orders. Well, we didn't follow those orders. As a result, Herbert chose the worst case scenario that the health professionals told us not to do, and that is do it according to each county or city or community, because that will just perpetuate it for an indefinite period of time if they don't eventually shut those cities down one by one. And we didn't shut down the cities one by one. Herbert is just, okay, you're low, great, you're rewarded with going back out into public to make it rise again. Oh, you've risen. Oh, bad, you now have to wear masks or the police are now going to come out and shoot and kill you in the back 7 times as you are unarmed. Yeah, he says he hope it doesn't have to come to that. But you know the police here in Utah. Haley's having a good day, I see. She's gone through some rough times as she's started out with ABC4. She's having a good day today, or yesterday, or last night, or whatever it was this video was taken. And so, Herbert is now refusing to shut us down. He finally did shut us down when we were in yellow. But rather than wait until the virus passed over and it was all clear for the whole state, he decided to open up those who were screaming at him and yelling and saying, "You're taking away our agency." And he let them open. And then they got red. As Herbert lifted everybody, sent everybody back out into the streets, all clear, and now we're deep red all over. And so as a result of the deep red that Herbert caused, because he did not listen to the health professionals, and he did not listen to his sensitivity training, he's taking sensitivity training, by the way, and it's not working. And so yes, he's now created a whole new plan. Oh, this is great. And even the spokesperson woman, dear God, oh, everybody's going to go to our site and they're all going to conform and comply and this is going to be great. No, nobody goes there but me. I'm the only one who goes there and does a daily check. And so as far as other people know, they're just going to go out and freely do what they're doing. And the virus cases are just going to keep on going. Because there is no vaccine, and they can't come up with one, and it's just going to go on forever. Because nobody is doing what the health professionals told us to do, and that's stay home. If we were to do it now, yes, we could reboot the system, but there's already a whole bunch of people who are already infected. And so we're going to have to take longer at staying at home this time because of the error in not listening to the health professionals in the beginning. And Nelson is also responsible. He opened up the church. He's a medical doctor. He talked to China. They told him about this. He knew what to do and he didn't do it. Instead, he gave them free PPE, and then Utah went and bought the free PPE from China, and then Jared confiscated the PPE from China, so that Utah had to buy it elsewhere. And yet now they're trying to play us along as if we're the ones to blame if we get the virus, because they're not sending us home. The economy's far too important over human life. Do you understand this? The economy is more important to them, to Russell M. Nelson, leader of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and to Governor Herbert, than your lives. Your lives are worthless to them. What part of complicated don't you understand? Or what part of not complicated? It's just sickening. What are those buildings? Did they build an apartment building on the front yard of the Capitol? Are we in that great of a housing crisis here in Utah? Alrighty. So I'm glad to see Haley's doing better. But it boggles the mind. I warned, don't send your kids to school. You sent your kids to school. Yeah, now they're sick with a deadly virus that will destroy their internal organs, that could cause them suffering for the rest of their life. We don't know yet. It's not the rest of their life yet. This is brand new. And it seems to be more horrifying the longer we go about how dangerous and deadly this is. And so Herbert's now blaming you. And he's thinking, hey, maybe I should, declare martial law here in Utah and get the police to start rounding people up, locking them up for being disobedient to the health professionals that I myself am not obeying in the first place anyway. And then we have the election where Trump is going to declare martial law anyway, and then America falls into chaos and ruin, destruction and violence, civil war. And what will Utah be doing? We already know there are white supremacists in our leadership.